During the time of 1692 to 1693, Salem, Massachusetts, New England, the Salem witch trials began. Due to religious persecution and political powers, many innocent citizens were accused of witchcraft, which resulted in various deaths of these individuals. Certain colonists were accused, examined, diminished, and humiliated. The Puritans were heavily religious. Their religious beliefs led them to make false accusations about certain citizens of Salem. Puritans were also called precisionists. Certain individuals attended church regularly and became full church members. Others attended meetings but never underwent conversion. Everyone had to attend meetings, regardless of their status. Puritan communities were very much involved with their churches and devoted their lives to their faith. Puritans, due to being highly religious, saw any irregular and suspicious activity automatically assumed it was witchcraft. Puritan religion highly influenced the shaping of their society. In order to be accused, a complaint must be made to the judge or magistrate about the suspected witch. Then a warrant for arrest is set out for the accused. After, the accused must go through custody and be examined by 2 or more magistrates. If the magistrate believes the accused is guilty, they will be sent to jail until trial. The grand jury then decides if the accused is guilty or not. If found guilty, they will be sentenced to time and date to be hung. Torture methods such as the pessing method, where the head of churches or someone who enforces the law will place a wooden board on the accused men's abdomen and place heavy rocks on top until they pleaded guilty. Others were burned, hung, and publicly humiliated. A total of 20 men and women were accused and killed. Around 200 were accused. Bridget Bishop, commonly known from The Crucible, a play written about the Salem witch trials, was one of the first people to be accused of witchcraft. She was accused by Abigail Williams and Elizabeth Parris, along with other Salem girls. Tituba, one of the accused by the Salem girls, was an Indian slave that took care of Abigail Williams and her little cousin Elizabeth Parris, while Reverend Parris and his wife were away. Tituba began telling the girls about her childhood stories in Barbados, showing them voodoo tricks as well as telling them tales about magic and power. After a while, more girls became fancied by Tituba's stories and tricks. These girls played games in the woods that would bring them excitement, but at the same time filled them with guilt. This was the beginning of the Salem witch trials. The Salem witch trials developed into a biased explosion of untrue accusations. Everything was tied back to the political powers. Anyone caught of wrongdoing the church or government would be accused of witchcraft. This was an unfair act due to many of these accused colonists were victims of their accusers. The magistrates of the Salem witch trials did not have any solid evidence to use against the accused, who also didn't have a lawyer by their side to defend them in fear of also being accused of witchcraft. In honor of all of these victims that were accused of being Salem witches, a memorial lies in Salem, Massachusetts to honor the blood that was spilled due to injustice decisions that will forever have an impact on American history.